How is that for a first night of Bass Coast music?
Now, on your website, it says that you are the party DJ.
Party rocking non-stop and...
In 2024, he was the party rocker of Pachina Bay and Bamfield. And the party starter for the early bird opener at the Bass Coast Music and Arts Festival.
He'll be the greatest man alive.
They call him the DJ's DJ. And if he's not jockeying some old vinyl from your parents' record collection, he's mesmerizing amidst the mayhem with a flock of forward-facing funksters.
Shake your body down to the ground. Come on, you three talking in the middle of the dance floor. That's what I'm talking about, crew. I'm coming down with all y'all.
Now this year, he's back, bigger and bolder, with 3 BC festival shows slated for the 2025 summer.
That's what I'm talking about.
Look, you're all over the place, right?
It's true. That's why I got a Gaffagato.
He's putting themes to his beverages.
We are definitely shaking our bodies down to the ground, family. Down to the sand, down to the ground, down to the sounds that pound. Let's go.
His name, the Gaff.
We want to know about the name because I saw you in 2023 at Bass Coast.
Oh, snap. Okay.
And I'm like, well, this guy must be from the UK, the Gaff, like, because the Gaff means like home, crib, place of abode, right?
Okay. Yeah, no, my name is Mike Gaffney, and people called me as a young skateboarder Goofney, Gaffney, Geekney, Gawkney, Gaffadil, Gaffarino, Gaffachino, and so it just became the Gaff. Absolutely.
Canada's very own shining star of a selector, with worldwide notoriety on his production, hailing from his hometown in Saskatoon.
We love you. Love it, buddy.
The Gaff.
Thanks for coming all the way out here to meet me on my way to Pachina.
Victronic TV caught up with the Gaff in Nanaimo during a flying visit.
You're watching Victronic TV. I don't have no idea.
Heyo.
I have no idea what it is, but whatever it is, if you're watching it, you probably like it. So you should continue watching it.
You are originally from Victoria. Tell us a little bit about growing up on Vancouver Island and how you got into DJing.
I definitely grew up skateboarding in the early 90s in Victoria, and as a young little skateboarder, I got to hang out with all of the cool older homies in the punk scene, in the rap scene, in the hip hop scene, and this was the early 90s, so punk music, Green Day was huge, Operation Ivy was huge, Beastie Boys were huge, and it was all kind of...
Beastie Boys still are huge.
Well, you got me. But they really bridged punk, rock, and rap, and that was an integral kind of tethering together. Is that the right word? Maybe.
Tethering,
okay.
yeah, I like that word. What's your favorite Beastie Boys track? Did I catch it?
What you want? What you want?
When you play for the crowd, like, is it pre-selected or do you just have a library?
I definitely utilize my strong vocal presence, James, as well as I use the scratching and the jumping, rocking it, non-stopping it, wave your hands in the air like you just don't care.
So what's going on there? Because that's sending everybody into a frenzy.
Yes, I mean, bringing that technicality, scratch-derbating all over the place, it's actually very unique. We're not just twisting knobs lightly, we are scratching, we're cutting it up, and that takes a lot of technical prowess for sure. Many, many hours on end of intense practice. Some sets are totally planned and some sets are on the fly. There's a lot of room for improvisation.
Now, this place is dope. I saw people getting married on the beach today. I saw whales coming right up to the shore yesterday. And I know, fam, we got a little something. Shake your body down to the ground. Can we all get low for just a second?
You basically interact with the crowd. You pick up the mic, you chit-chat with them. That's a style unto its own. When did you start doing that, and when did you realize that maybe this is an icebreaker?
I definitely used to be a promoter and promote lots of hip-hop shows, so I would be getting the crowd hyped in between acts for the next act.
I played a lot of small-time clubs in this old town.
But as well, during the pandemic, I started on Twitch, and that definitely helped me interact with a large crowd who is actually not in front of you physically, but they are virtually worldwide. And so I found a lot of usefulness in that, you know, being able to utilize a strong vocal presence and, exactly as you say, break the ice, help people feel welcome, and get into the groove.
You grew up in Victoria. What schools did you go to?
I went to View Royal Elementary School, kindergarten straight through to grade 7, baby. Then I went to Shoreline for my grade 8 year. I was a young sponsored skateboarder hanging with the wrong crowd when I was 13, all the older kids doing bad things, which are really good things that we all do now. But, and then my parents didn't like that. They sent me to private school. After that, I went to St. Andrews, grade 9, 10, and 11. Then I had to move to Prince George, and maybe this is TMI, for my grade 12 year. And then I was right back in Victoria.
At that time, a coalition was formed with 2 other popular island DJs, Merge and Verse.
That crew became the SC crew, the Sorrow City crew. That was like the graffiti name for it. So when we all came back together in the late 90s in Victoria, it was quite a wonderful force. Verse's skills were awesome. He was such a dope DJ and incredible graffiti writer. And Merge at the time was a budding hip-hop producer. So it really worked out well together. I got my first sampler from Merge about 99, 2000, and Sonic EPS when we were at Bass Coast. You know, it's so great to see my homies from 2 decades back still rocking it and getting booked at these festivals and having a whole new leaf where he makes more electronic music and a little more vibey. Yeah.
You're in Saskatoon, which I've been
3 times fast.
and I've been there when I was doing some cross-country trucking, and it reminds me of a mini Victoria because of the architecture.
It is. I say that all the time. People call it the Paris of the prairies. I'm like, it ain't like Paris, yo. It's more like Victoria of the prairies. Yeah.
Although you might hear some French house if the Gaff is around.
Or anything.
Or anything.
This summer you can gear up to get to know the Gaff all over again at 3 festivals in BC. On June 20th he'll be in Terrace for the Valhalla Festival. Then on July 11th he'll return to Bass Coast in Merritt and his cherry on top performance at Shambhala, and that's on July 26th. The Gaff is one of Victoria's OG entertainers, and he's definitely hit the big time. Reporting from Bass Coast and Nanaimo, I'm Agent MC for Victronic TV.